Well, that didn't go down very well. Can't be having that happen when I'm in a trade. Although saying that, it has done once before and freaked me out. Let me just get the streams back up and running. And then we can have a look at this. Right, we missed the open, and TGL into a halt. Oh well, gives us a bit of time to consolidate and get the stream back up and running. Get the scanners working properly as well. There we go. We're back to where we were. Okay, so that's good enough for me. Now I need to launch my TikTok chat. Where are you? Give me a second to get back up and running. Yep. I hate that. Technical issues, gremlins. Not ideal. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I've not had it. When I moved, it didn't have this problem before I moved in May, I think it was when I moved. And I've probably got something unseated, and we'll have a look at that later. I don't want to be looking at it right now, but I'll probably give it a full once over the weekend and sort it out. Just probably dust, like you say, dust on the heatsink or something like that. Get the vacuum on it. Hey, there we go. It was AMC dumped, did it? Yeah, like it's a dip and rip. It'll come good. AMC will come good. Let's go back to TGL. This one's going to go into another halt. Oh, I got stopped out. Ah, made some and lost some in the same breath. I wasn't quick enough with my stop loss. Ah, how am I doing? I'm actually not doing too bad. It's just that one I made good gains. I made 3,000, lost 3,000 in the space of you know, go figure. Bounce on the VWAP maybe. Break of 15 again. Wasn't quick enough to set my trailing stop loss and then stop me out. This is going to be volatile today. What did you miss, Squibby? Well, I hope you're not still holding AMTD now, El Puno. Tell me you've actually finally got rid of it. That's a halt to the downside. So we can have a look at AMC. Right, Veru. Change my scanners over. A little late changing my scanners over, but there we go. There we go. So Rani, that's moving up nice. A nice pullback just in time here. The high of this candle is 58. This is the top momentum stock right now. And Nvta moving up as well. DNA was the one that Cathy Wood invested in, wasn't it? I'll keep that on there just in case it does make a move up. All the way back. Let's go back to TGL. What we're doing now is we're still halted 38. So 43. Well, you got not quite a 50-50 chance with that one, El Puno. Right, let me. Log in here. All right, let's have a look at these IPOs. If any, no, already halted. All right, okay, it's not actually started trading yet. That's not gonna work. Too many hours. So that, no trading yet. Probably after 10 o'clock. Same with Forza. And that one as well. Okay. So this is the 10-minute halt, it looks like, on TGL. NVAC's moving. There you go. So that's exactly what I'm talking about with this is what I'm talking about. This is the reaction that it got from that news catalyst. It moved up from, it went all the way down to 40.50s, all the way up to 42.10s. So this is based on the drug approval in Korea. So it's a catalyst. quick question there for you, Kareem. If you're in TGL at 1420, did you try and catch the bounce here when it started to move back up? Is that what it is? I personally would have waited for the break of the VWAP, but you know, you might be okay. It's extremely volatile, as you know. So if you're locked in this at 1420, I'm seeing a big gap down though. That's the problem. I'm seeing a resumption at 1269. So if that's a big gap down, gaps do tend to like to get filled, but this is a big gap down if it resumes at 1269, like I'm seeing. Yeah, I've made a few of those. I did that the other day with chicken soup. I think you probably remember when I got into chicken soup and didn't check the spreads. That was a wrong trade, a bad trade. And we make mistakes. Look, we might be day traders, but we're only human. You know, we make mistakes. You're up on V, nice one. That's what we like to hear. V making good gains actually today. Going to turn around. Where's AMC? Sold off. We'll wait for that to turn around. I'm just wait. We've got Nvta making a good move up. We traded this well the other day. Was it yesterday or was it the day before? Yesterday. Got over $3,000 on Nvta yesterday. We're just waiting on some momentum to come back in. Right now, it's a little bit quiet. There's still some good moves, but like we're saying, Nvta is the top momentum stock at the moment, and this is pulling back. So just wait for the pullbacks. Wait for the moves. Veru is looking. It's now gone green on the day. There's a bit of a W formation here, which you might be able to pay attention to. It's a bit messy, but could be interesting. It's still trading sideways. It needs to get above 1650 and hold for me. What else? Rani, pull back. Volume just died out of it. Kind of looking for something. If you look at the scanners here on the gap scanners, look how many stocks have moved over 20% already today, and we're like 20 minutes into the market. So did TGL resume? Yes, it did. Now we'll look for gap. It actually gapped up. No, it didn't. It gapped down. I was right. 1260 something. It resumed here at 1275. I had 1269, but that was probably the difference between the spreads. TGL 1420. You're on. If it should get back above the VWAP. Case of watch this space. Veru's making nice gains. Nvta is still moving. 4D molecular therapeutics. Very low volume though. So will we get the break of the whole dollar of 13 here? That's the question. Might be interested. I smell food. Getting hungry now. Quite a busy chat today as well. Well, rejected at the whole dollar for now. We're 20 minutes into the open, and it could have been better if I'd been quicker on my hotkeys, but it is what it is. Sure. Made 40 cents, lost 40 cents. It's typical. I'm looking for the break of the whole dollar here on TGL. This Treasure Global is the company, and it's an IPO from yesterday. Volume is kind of waning at the minute, so we want to see better volume. If it breaks 13, I think we might be back in business. What else would you like to see? Nvta again. Nvta is pulling back. NV power cats forming a bit of a double top M formation here. Even Eve. So a little bit wary of this one right now. Needs to get back, challenging the highs. A little bit wary of that. Double tops, particularly the M formation, they usually break downwards. This might, if it breaks above this this level here, 730. If it gets back above 730, then it breaks the pattern. But typically, this is a bearish formation, so it might come back and bounce on the VWAP again. I'm not really enamored with that right now. And Nvta really pulled back. Well, there will be, because it's a higher price stock. Novavax it's a $40 stock. So the fact, what are the spreads now? 30 cents, that's not bad. Well, 10 cents, 11 cents. So if you're getting like a 50 cent spread on a $40 stock, that's not too bad. It's when you're getting a 50 cent spread on a $12 stock that is a problem. But when you look at you've got to look at the spreads and also look at the range. The range here is what, with 80 cents per candle ish. Veru is just hovering around the green line. Key level 1640. The key level from months ago is 1640. It was a key level back in July. It was a key level. Yeah, it was a key level back in June, and it was a key level back in May. So 1640 is a key level. And that's why I've got it written on there. So if you look at the daily chart, you can see how many times 1640, the 1640 has been tapped as a resistance over the last few months. But Squibby, I wouldn't be entering. So this pullback here, that's known as a bear flag. So if you turn that upside down and look at it, it's very similar to a bull flag, but it's upside down. So this pullback, a little bit of a sell off, and then a little bounce, and then further sell off. That's a classic bear flag, or also known as a bull trap. So I wouldn't get in that just yet. If you got TGL at 1250, sorry. Like I say, I was waiting for the break of the whole dollar before I got in. It could still run. It might not. So you've got to look at other things. So chicken soup for the soul mugged me the other day. And that's moving up now on low volume though. So I'm not going to touch it. And the spreads, they're not too bad, 10 cents. So if you wonder why I'm talking about chicken soup for the soul, chicken soup for the soul is buying Redbox. Redbox has been a bit of a retail traders' darling over the last 3-4 months, and it's down to this acquisition from Chicken Soup for the Soul. They announced they were going to buy it, and then Redbox took off on that back of that announcement, and that's what it ended up becoming really short, really heavily shorted. Chicken Soup couldn't buy it until Redbox came down to a level that was low enough for them to buy it. Then when it finally did, it's now gone through. So Redbox is like worth nothing at the moment, even if it's still around. Redbox Entertainment. Yeah, it stopped trading the other day. It's not been trading now since for a couple of days. So that's when the acquisition went through. So Redbox is no longer available to trade. You have to trade chicken soup for the soul. Geovax. Geovax moving up again. Having a nice little strong pump. Up at 282s. Reasonable volume too. Yeah, good call. It's currently 5% up on the day. Part of my strategies, I'm looking for momentum stocks so that I've moved at least 15%. Ideally, is what I'm looking for. This has probably moved from its low, maybe 10%. So not quite ready for me to trade. I don't like trading stocks under $3. I don't trade stocks under $2. So I will continue to look at other things. AMC sold off. AMC sold off hard. Now breaking low. It's gone red on the day. I was watching that, but hey, look, we've made our gains today. Molecular. Not worth trading. Anything you want to take a look at, guys? Shall we take a look at because Bitcoin wasn't performing particularly bullishly today either this morning. From kind of yesterday as a whole. We're 12th today, yeah. From yesterday from yesterday morning, 9 a.m. yesterday morning, it just Hold off. So we're now market time, that is. But Bitcoin is back under 24,000, 23,800. It would have been nice to have broke 25 this week. I can't see that happening now. Yeah, this is a definite double top formation, the M formation, even eve. So you've got two types of double bottom. When it's curved double top like this, it's known as an eve. When it's a pointed one, it's known as an Adam. You get Adam and Eve, Adam and Adam, even Adam, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, can I explain the bid and ask spread? Yeah, so quite simply, the bid is the price that people are putting orders in that they're prepared to pay. So it's you place an order on the system that you want to buy at, and that's your bid. You place an order on the system that you want to sell at, that's the ask. The gap between the two is the spread. Now, if you've got a 10-cent spread, let's say somebody on here is they want to buy at $6 and people are only selling at $6.20, the spread between the two. If you want to buy it at $6.10, you'll go in there and the price action between the two has to take place. So if you buy at $6.20, then you want to sell, you have to sell at a loss with no price action taking place. Now, what tends to happen is if the transaction meets the bid, then the price goes down. If the transaction meets the ask, the price goes up. So that's the thing there. People are unloading, and if you get a market order, it will hit the market at whatever the ask, the price is. So if you put a sell market order in, it will hit the bid, and it will move the price downwards. So if you put, let's say there's 20 people, or there's a bunch of people selling 10,000 shares of a stock at $5, and you want to sell. Sorry, there's a bunch of people with orders at $5, and there's like 10,000 shares, all priced at $5. If you go in and you want to sell at $5, but you're selling 20,000 shares, you'll sell 10 at $5, and then you'll sell the other of the market order. You'll sell the next 10 at whatever the next price is below that. So if there's no bids at $4.90, the next bids are at $4.85, you'll sell half your position at $5, and then the next half at $4.85, and that's when you get the slippage, and that moves the price down. So if you've got more people selling than you've got buying, then that's what moves the price down. And if you've got more people buying than is selling, then that's what moves the price up. The difference is the difference between the bid and the ask is the spread. I hope I've explained that clear enough in a very short space of time. If not, just ask again, and I'll try and put it in more. I could have used technical terminology, but it's complicated enough as it is. Expensify, is that? Okay, so now we've got those scars back. I can play with this a little bit. Okay, so what's moving? Well, that's not just moved up here. That's going to be a stock split that's gone through. UBX. Okay, that's selling off. Had a really good move up, pre-market, and then sold off. That's moved up huge amounts on very low volume. All right, let's see what else we're getting. Laramar Therapeutics. Yes, Toyzillo. Funnily enough, I was just talking about that this morning on the Discord, Toyzillo. If basically, if you log your trades in TraderView, add me as a mentor, and then let me know when you've made a trade you want me to review, and I'll do that. No problem at all, Toyzillo. I've been saying that earlier. Yes, I did, AM. I did make a mistake. I entered a position with Chicken Soup for the Soul, which is this user's talking about right now. See SSE. And possible reversal, yes, possible reversal, but it's on very low volume, so I'm not going near it. And Chicken Soup for the Soul had like a 40-cent spread when I entered it on Wednesday, I think it was. And I think I went 10,000 shares, so that put me $4,000 in the hole. So I was $4,000 down before the price action moved. So you've got to factor that in as well into your trade plan before you enter. Otherwise, you can get what happened to me. You can lose money without actually any price action taking place. Yes, I can help GI Joe if you're on the Day Trade with Tony course. Everybody has that ability. I'm reviewing. I review trades on a regular basis for people on the Day Trade with Tony in the Day Trade with Tony community. So that's for GI Joe. Unfortunately, I can't just offer my mentorship to everybody. Otherwise, I would have no time to actually trade. I'd have no time for myself at all if I did that. So I've got to be limited to some people, certain people. Hello, you. That's the dog. I'm backing off the balcony. It's too warm for her right there. Yeah, the protection against wide spreads is don't trade it. You get to see the spreads before you get in. And this is why you need to check the spreads before you get in. If the spreads are too wide and for you to be comfortable with taking a trade, then you don't trade it. It's that simple. you've got to be comfortable with the spread in terms of your risk management strategy. And if the spreads are too wide, like for example, what happened to HKD? Okay, so HKD, there's no volume on this, so I'll put it on the 5 minute. You might get a bit 15 minute. Okay, so HKD, when this moved up a few weeks ago, it went from $13 in the space of a couple of days up to 2,600, and the spreads they're like $250. So there's no way on earth that you will trade that logically at $250 spreads. So you've got to factor, and this is one of the reasons why it was such low volume, low liquidity, low volume, because who's going to trade a stock at $250 spreads? You've got, let's just say you take 100 shares and it's $250 spreads already. You're 25 grand down when there's been no price action. That's exactly what happened, G.I. Joe. I made a rookie mistake and I didn't look at the spreads on Chicken Soup for the Soul when I got in there on Wednesday. And I say, look, it's one of the... I said earlier about having a documented strategy that you could trade to. Part of that is you've got a trade plan, have a checklist of what you need, what to you is a good trade entry. If it hits the checklist, then you want spreads as part of that checklist. If you're going down it and you have it written down, maybe get it printed out or whatever, have a bunch of printouts for every trade that you take, have it written down, spread. And then if you're checking it off before you go, it's going to stop you making impulsive entries like I did on Wednesday, and you're going to check the spread before you enter. If you can do that really quickly. Now, normally I do that in my head and I do check the spreads, but it was moving and rookie mistake. I didn't check the spreads, jumped in, and it was a 40-cent spread, and I was already down huge amounts. So you need to be careful of the spreads. You need to be conscious of the spreads. You need to be conscious of the volume. If there's not a lot of volume, what's driving the volatility? Why is it moving the way it's moving? So it does that by default, G.I. Joe. It shows you the spreads. You've got on the level 1 and the level 2. You've actually got the spreads there, so there's no excuse for you not knowing what the spreads are before you enter. I mean, if I'm looking at my montage right now, I've got the spreads at the top of the montage, I've got the spread on the level 1, and I've got the spread on the level 2. So I've got it in 3 places there that I should be looking at. And there's no excuse for me not to know the spreads before I jump in. You can do that. You can make a mistake. We're all human at the end of the day. What doesn't make mistakes are these high frequency trading machines that the banks and hedge funds have, which account for about 65-70% of the trading volume across the whole market. They won't make those kind of mistakes. Well, how does the platform know what your risk is? I get you, G.I. Joe, but if you've got to place an entry and then the system, the system says, hang on a minute, the spreads are 40 cents. Are you aware of that? And you're like, get off. I want to place this order. You'd be more pissed off that it's stopping you placing an order because of the spread than because you should already know the spread. Now, the platforms are not going to do that. If they're showing you in multiple areas what the spreads are, they're not going to turn around and start putting warnings. Do not enter this trade with wide spreads. Nice. It'd be lovely to have a little robot that actually checks your trade before you enter and says, hang on a minute, this isn't part of your strategy. This falls outside of your strategy. Your little devil on your shoulder, do not trade this, and then the little angel on the other shoulder says, do trade this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this stream's brilliant. The chat in this stream is brilliant. The volatility's just died out a little bit right now. It's not a lot worth trading. I've not taken a trade on my small account yet. I'm waiting for the right setup. I've not traded it on either account, but for that one trade I took with TGL just after the open, where I got in, took half my position in profit, and then the other half I wasn't quick enough to set my stop loss when it flushed, and it ended up being a scratch trade and a break even. Actually, I made $50 on it, but you know, it cost me that much in transaction fees probably. Yeah, well, there's a lot of manipulation with market manipulation with AMC across the board. So it will come. Look, there's no doubt in my mind that AMC will rally again. Will it go back up to $27? I don't know, but it's peaks and troughs all the way. Watch this after lunch, because AMC has a habit of making rallies after lunch as well. So when I say lunch, I'm talking market time, not my time, because lunch has already been and gone here. How long have I been trading Yoxi Cream? I've been trading a few years now. It took me about 6-7 months to be profitable. It was probably my month 7 I started to get consistent profitability. I would say that I learn quicker than most people, and that's not me blowing my own trumpet. If I could blow my own trumpet, I probably wouldn't never leave the house, but that's a different conversation for a different day. But I do tend to pick things up a lot quicker than my aptitude for learning is usually a lot higher than a lot of people. I've got great analytical skills. I'm from an engineering background as well, so I've got great analytical skills. So being able to analyze patterns and things like that really suits my personality. So when I got into this, I started enjoying it, even though I was losing money. When I started making money, it made it even more enjoyable, obviously. I'm consistently profitable. Actually, we've got 10 minutes left to the end of the stream. I may as well fill it with information. So let's. This is my tiki-toki chat. The reason I'm bringing this up. So if you want to see this anyway, you go into my profile. So this is my ugly mug here. Go into my profile. You'll find this link here, the Linktree, the TikTok trader. Okay. Now, if you want to reach out to me directly, you want to email me, chat to me directly, DM me. You can DM me on Instagram or on Twitter or whatever. My YouTube, go and check out the YouTube channel. There's a lot of free content on the YouTube channel as well, in terms of tutorials and the likes as well. I'm streaming live on the YouTube right now. So if you're on YouTube and you want to see what these links are in the description on YouTube. If you want to email me, you hit the email thing, okay? What I do and how I learn day trade with Tony, click this first link. It brings you to my own course that I've written. It's a very affordable course. It's got the full curriculum here. You've got a bonus swing trading course in there as well. $150 a month. I would say, like, you get through the content in less than a couple of weeks, or depending on your time frame. But to learn and practice and pick up, I would say it's taking most people between 3 and 6 months. So you can take a month and go month by month, or you can save money and go by 3 months or whatever it is. Take a year if you want, it's okay. Scroll down to the bottom of this, you'll see my statistics, my trader view statistics, and that I analyze every single day. You've also got 6 months of my brokerage reports from capital markets, which show my profitability, consistent profitability. So I say trader view reports. Go back to the Linktree, and this magnifying glass with the Harry Potter green bolt in it, this is trader view. So if you go to trader view, this is what you get, and this is for the year of 2022. Okay, so for the year of 2022, you can see that I'm still having red days. I'm still having losing days. In August, I had 3 losing days already. We're not even, well, we're 10 days in, so I've lost 3 out of 10 at the moment. But 70% green is not a bad statistic. If we go back to the detailed statistic, I'll put this on the month so we can actually see this on the month. So I'll talk through it on the year full first, and then we'll go back to the month-to-month comparison. So far, before today, will be 790 after today, 785,000 in trade profit. Now, this doesn't take into account transaction costs like commissions, ECN fees, and FINRA fees, etc., etc. My average across the year so far is above my goal. I've targeted myself on having an average of $5,000 per day. Currently, my average gain is just over 5,000. It's 5,200. So I'm above goal for the year. So I'm on target to hit my my seven-figure year. What does this look like? If I look at based on the month, a good month in January. February was okay. I did the small account challenge in February, 5,000 to 50, but I actually made $84,000 trade profit. I actually made 74,000 net profit. It actually cost me $10,000 in transaction fees and the likes in February. March, we had a decent month. We got over the goal. We didn't hit goal. We're half goal in April. We didn't have a great month in April. We had a terrible month in May. We actually lost money in real terms in May. We've had 2 great months in June and July. And we started off August really well. Then we gave some back off the top. We had a couple of red days where we gave some back off the top. Big red day actually on Thursday last week. And we'll give some back off the top. But where we are, we're 10 days in, so we should be at $50,000 pro rata, and I'm substantially higher. If I look at, let's look, I'll come back to that in a moment. But win-loss expectation on the year, 1.5 versus 7.5. So that's win versus loss, about a 2-to-1 ratio, which is what's known as the golden ratio. It's pretty spot on. 70-30, which is a little bit better in terms of trade accuracy, trade selection, winning trades versus losing trades. This is 70-30, which is a little better than 2-to-1. So that's good as well. Gives me a really good profit expectation. Average time I'm holding a trade is about an hour across the year. How does that stack up for August? Well, let's have a look at August. So August, win-loss expectation, 218 versus 142. Not quite the 2-to-1 that I've been looking for, but we'll get there. The accuracy is still 2-to-1. So that's not bad. Okay. I'm drawdown at the moment before today, 16,000 in the hole, so I've still got to recover that to get to my highs, P&L highs. You can see the cumulative P&L. So if I look at what else do I need to look at here? So yeah, so 75k before today, so 80k trade profit after today. My average daily gain for August is 8,400. So given the fact that across the year I'm 5,200, but it's actually above my goal of 5,000, I'm more than 1.5 times my goal pro rata on average in August. So I'm having a really good August. If we can maintain that kind of momentum going forward, not only will I have a good August, there's a chance I could, challenge for the best month of the year, which is June and July, very close. So yeah, that's TraderView reporting. And go back to the link tree. The scanners, so these in the middle of the screen or on the left hand side if you're on YouTube, these are my Benzinga scanners. Benzinga, check this out for free for 14 days. If you like it, you just come back to my link tree and use this code DTWT and you get 35% off. And for as long as you have the subscription, if you do it for a month or a quarter or a year, it doesn't matter. When it renews, it'll renew at 35% off. So you get 35% off for pretty much for life, unless you let it expire. Then come back to me and use that DTWT 35 when you do take it up again. So check out Benzinga. It really is a great tool. You get the scanners, you get the signals and alerts, you get the rolling news ticker, you get the option, the IPO and earnings calendars, everything you need for trade selection. It's a great tool. What else do you want to? Okay, I use TradingView. for deeper analysis, more long-term analysis. It's a free tool. Well, say free tool. It's a freemium tool. You can use it for free without any issues. To learn how to read charts, use TradingView. There's a paper trading account in TradingView for free as well. So by all means, if you're learning and you want to get into it, check out TradingView. It won't cost you anything. And people ask me what is the platform I use. Dash Trader. I actually use. I get it provided by the brokerage, and they give me the platform. They charge me a platform fee, which gets rebated because I rack up enough commissions for it to get rebated every month. So they effectively give, as a result of that, they give me the platform for free, and all I get charged is data fees. So yeah, Dash Trader is the platform I use. I do deeper charting analysis because Dash Trader, you're only getting what, maximum of 12 months of data. Charting, TradingView, you get years of data, so you can actually look at resistance and support levels going back years. It's great. TraderView, not TradingView, don't confuse the two. TraderView to journal analyze on all my trades. Benzinga, find stocks to trade, and to learn to trade, day trade with Tony. Okay, that's all of that. I will wrap up the stream now, take the dog for a walk, and then no power hour tonight. It's Friday. Who charges a lot of commissions? It depends on if you're an active trader. So the thing is with trading, if you take big size and you're being charged per ticket, and you're not active trading, you can run up your commission costs. It works out probably with me about 15% of my gains going back in commissions. So it's not too bad. They actually don't charge, like, they charge me like $3 a ticket. So if I take a position and I'm in and I'm out, it's going to cost me $6. Yeah, so it's capital markets elite. If I charge, it's going to cost me $6 a round trip. The problem is, if you're an active trader like I am, then I'll be making lots of round trips. If you're a scalper, you'll be locking up those gains big time. So I am British GI Joe, and I'm based in Ireland. What did I do prior to trading, Zach? I was regional vice president for Europe, Middle East, and Africa for a software company. And I had a nice six-figure salary, and a handsome six-figure salary with that one. And I lost my position with that due to COVID. And I got a nice settlement figure, which I used to put into the markets, or paid the markets for my tuition. So, yeah. Now, unfortunately, Klaatu, I didn't. So, totally self-taught. When did I start becoming profitable? It was, again, after about month seven of trading. And the thing is, because of lockdown, when we first got all locked down, I couldn't go out and get another job. So I was sat here, and I was basically forced to just sit at the desk and do nothing, basically, because nobody was going out. You couldn't even go out of your house without someone raising an eyebrow. So 7 months later, I was earning more than I was earning as a regional vice president of a software company. I'm a punk. Really? I didn't realize somebody had been in and styled my hair with colours and a mohawk, but you know, okay, buddy. Fair enough. How old are you? 12? Thanks, Zach. That's the whole point. Is in fact, go back to yourself, STR Web. I found that if I tried day trading with Interactive, I get charged more in commissions than I do with CMEG. But for whatever reason, Interactive, they charge me a percentage per share. They charge me a fee per share, but with CMEG, I get charged per round trip. So, you know. No, I'm not big on XLM at the moment. I wouldn't from a crypto. This isn't really a crypto channel, but in terms of the crypto I'm holding Bitcoin. Obviously, I'm underwater on all my holdings in crypto at the moment. I'm in the red on all of them, as most people are that have been holding for any length of time. I've got Bitcoin, Cardano, XRP, and Ethereum, and every one of my positions is red at the moment. So crypto is probably not my best. I'm not happy with the crypto. I'm still bullish. I'm still long term. There's the ice cream man. So for the kids. So with that, that's my cue to end the stream, and I'll do a. If I take any trades in the small account, I'll record it and it'll be on YouTube later. So go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if I take any trades with the small account, I'll be recording that, and it'll be on the YouTube channel later with commentary as well. So in the meantime, I'll end the stream. I'll take the dog for a walk. I'll come back and have a look to see if there's anything else worth trading. And if there is, I'll take a trade with the small account. And there's just been nothing after the bell that I've really felt worth trading, but for the TGL, but that's reversed and is no longer going. So wait for a bit more momentum, and if there is something, I'll record it and post it on the YouTube channel, and you can watch that later. Okay. So in the meantime, enjoy your weekend. I'll be back at it Monday morning, 90 minutes before the market opens. Come join me then. That's 8 o'clock market time, New York, East Coast, whichever you want to take, whatever flavor you're having today. And that's 1 p.m. here in Ireland. It's also 1 p.m. in the UK, of course, 2 p.m. on the continent of Europe, or if you're still on deck of a cruise ship, 2 p.m. there as well. So I'll see you all Monday. Come join me. Have a great weekend and enjoy the sunshine. I'll see you soon.